Uh, okay. Okay. Okay, so that's a reasonable thing. This is a test analysis. Okay, all right. So, all right, acceptance criteria for this card. Ask some questions about that. Nothing on deck. Backlog real quick. Nothing. Oh, product criteria display and results.
Yeah, sorry, Brad. Joined a little late. So this one is at the moment a spike. This was, I think Mike mentioned briefly about to find out how the search order works. He wanted to know if it's an ascending or descending order, alphanumeric, or if it's pulling the items by item number. So I just put a spike card just to see maybe it will turn into a story. Um, but yeah, so I think more details to come. So that's something what he mentioned briefly. So I just created that card.
So you cut out for a second there. Who wants to know that? Is it Micah?
Yes,
So he wants to know how search results
are
are
displaying.
being returned.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's going to be like solar related. That's the backing search, basically search technology, search engine.
Okay.
Um, and that I think that that can get fairly complicated. But I don't know. Ram, do you have knowledge of this, of how to find this information to help Ali?
Yeah, Ali, I will connect with you and we'll see.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so this is this how compared to other items that we have, how important is this? Is this and is this a spike?
Not sure, but it's not as important as the other cards we have currently on deck. Um, because he just wanted to know, and I'm not sure. I think he's comparing with Icon something, so wasn't sure. He wanted to have, I think, consistency, but he just wanted to know a little bit of the search part. Um, so I so I don't have much information yet. So uh, we'll get some more.
Okay. All right. So this is already a spike. So we can pull this up. If you're going to work on this, we can pull this in. Product search criteria display results. So how can we rephrase this as a question that needs to be answered? Say how are product search results uh, how are product search results being sorted
Right.
default? How's that?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that does.
Okay. Um, All right. So yeah, connect with Ram and see uh, what kind of thing you want to look into. Because like I said, it could be something that's fairly basic, but there also my memory's a little bit foggy on this, but there also could be some solar implementation here where we're using Boost and Berry. I'm not even sure if we're using those facets anymore.
Yes, Brad. I think we have to check how the solar is. I think there is option, sort by option is there. Just I was checking the application. Customer can
Okay.
choose, but default option, what happened, like, let's say one example, I took it reservoir. Maybe they are taking like maybe we don't know exactly what is the default version they are taking. We have to check on that one.
Okay. So because this is a spike, I think that we can just move it along. Once you decide, like move it along into entry Migo. So between the two of you, I think that you can decide if this is the right question to ask and how you're going to go about answering it. And whenever you're ready to do that work, I would say pull it into a sprint. And I guess we could set a time box for it now or after you guys have discussed it. So
Yeah,
I want you to
Ali, I
discuss.
will go through this ticket and we'll see the technical feasibility and we'll connect with you.
Okay.
So I'd like you guys to discuss how you're going to go about answering the question instead of like really answering the question or finding out the answer to the question or trying to answer the question. That's more of once it's in the sprint, then do the work there. That's the idea behind it, if that makes sense.
Yes, Brad.
All right. Okay, so you can update that when you're ready. All right. Just want to flip back over to the current sprint. So the sprint ends today. I was looking at the Git branch that Anjali was having me look at yesterday. I guess the Jenkins build is not working. And the more that I looked into it, it looks like there was a problem with the actual build. And in talking to her, there isn't, or she doesn't have currently a full working environment, development environment. And my question was, does anybody other than Ram and I have a working development environment? Because if not, then that's gonna hamper the run team's ability to do any build work outside of configuration changes that can be done on running environments in dev and QA.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
They have anyone has local setup. Or correct me
Yes,
if
Ram.
I'm wrong. Yeah.
Correct, Ram. Yeah. So that is the reason 168 we are not able to do. So
Yeah.
What is Brad our plan? Like run team can do their local setup or like
Yeah.
I think.
Well, yeah, that's something that's why I wanted to bring it up here when we had everybody together. And this is going to depend on something. This is going to depend on what Alicia says about it, because my understanding was we had a certain percentage allocated of the run team's time was for build work, but we really weren't utilizing that, and so we wanted to try to do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Brad. Like, I think pretty much everyone is hybris developers, correct, Rakesh, if I'm not wrong?
Yes, yeah, we can do Ram. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, we had some experience, but we haven't done any development from past some days, some months actually in this project at least. But yeah, if we want to, if we can do the local setup, yeah, we can try the development code also.
Yeah, that's like, if everyone has Git access and code repository access, I think it's required to local setup for any type of code changes. Otherwise, it's very
Mhm.
difficult. Like, deploy in the
Yeah.
QA or any other environment, keep number of deployments will happen. It will be interrupt for any validations.
Yep.
Better to do
Yep.
local
Correct,
setup.
correct, Ram. Actually, last time, some few months back, we thought of doing local setup. The thing was, we had some automation test cases which we do for application running status and something like that. So for that, we need to install some Java different version. Okay, so that the try was actually failed during that time. Then again,
But
we
you
haven't taken.
can you keep a number of Java versions and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
switch
That
one
that we
version to
can do.
another version. That's not a big issue.
Yeah, that can be done. Actually, if you if you ask us to do, yeah, we will immediately try, Ram.
Yeah, I think please check it all of you guys for Git access for code repository, and you guys need any help for local setup, please ping me anytime.
Okay, sure, Ram. Yeah, for that any ETA like
I think the local setup pages we have, we can share that Confluence page how to do local setup.
okay.
Brad, I think Rakesh is asking like, we have like any ETA kind of thing, like how we can define that one. Usually it will take like if you have all the permissions and it doesn't take much time.
Yeah. So there's the local environment setup. It might be a little bit out of date. And this is also based on Mac OS. So uh, you'll have to sadly work around this a little bit. Um,
I think
especially the Java installs can be difficult because this version of Java, I'm not sure if you have this, um, like where you can even get it. I remember in the past we were getting a lot of pushback from network security saying that, like, well, you can't install this, you have to install a newer one, but we can't install a newer one with this application. Mm. And then the database too. You have to set up the SQL Server. 2017 is like the highest version that I've been able to get it to work with. And I do mine in a Docker container locally, so like that's an option if you're interested in that, or you could just install it right on your workstation.
Okay, Brad. Like in 1 week or 2 weeks, like we will set up all these things. Then only we can take the development cards. Is it fine, or do you suggest any other thing?
Um, so if it would take that long, then I mean, I guess that's how long it takes. But I think that you could work with Ram, and I can support too to get these setups working.
yeah, I think maybe we can schedule the call and we can go through first, like, everyone can check Git repository access. Do you guys have? If not, let us know. Like, we can, Brad, I think we can give the access permission, correct? Git access for
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, everybody
Uh,
should have it.
I
But,
think only Anjali and I think last time, Brad, when we are checking, Anjali and Dheeraj has, maybe others required.
yeah. Right now.
Would you mind, can we verify that one, who are all have access?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
there
only
is.
Anjali and Dheeraj has.
Yeah.
Others, like,
Yeah. Once
you can, sorry.
if you don't use your GitHub access for X number of days, and I don't know how many that is, then they revoke it. So you'll have to re-enable that, and then should be able to add you to the team. Yeah, so you're not Rakesh, you're not in here.
I think, Brad, while creating their profile, they have to follow this format, correct? CAH
Yeah.
and
Yeah, they have to follow the format. It is
yeah, and they need to do some course also, training.
yeah. Once they have done that, they don't have to do it again.
Yeah.
And I think that we already did this. Everybody did the training, so it's in this document. Like do this training in Spark or my Spark, and then set up your environment, your Git environment, and then request this access. Yeah, it's pretty. The information is pretty straightforward. And then once your GitHub account exists, then I can add you to the team. So you can just message me on Teams, and I'll add you to the team. I think Ram can too. I think Ram, I made you a full manager.
Yeah, sure, Brad. I think Vansi and Rakesh only. I think who else is required Git access other than
I think for
Vansi?
now you can give to me, Ram. Vamshi will confirm.
Yeah, what we'll do, I think I will share the GitHub access conference page URL. Otherwise, Brad, if you are in the same page, can you post it in the group? Can you create your profile and you can share your user ID? Follow the same format what we have mentioned in the document.
Sure, Ram.
Rakesh, can you do it today? Because if I can try to add it, if I don't have permission, then Brad is on PTO next week, the whole week. It won't take much time, maybe 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes max.
Actually, the link I don't have permission as for the link. I think the access is revoked. I need to check.
Okay, so
actually, Rakesh does not have access to. Hello. Sorry.
Okay, so you need to request.
Does not have a Git access.
Okay, so number one thing is you need to make sure that you have access to Confluence and Jira, and that's a ServiceNow request.
Yeah, immediately I'll do that, Brad. Yeah.
Okay, and if you already have Confluence access, but you don't have access to our space, then ask Alicia, because she's the manager of that space. And then after that, you should be able to use the Git setup and training document that I put in the chat. And then after that, you can proceed with local environment setup and hit me and Ram up when you run into problems. In the meantime, because I know that this will take a while, today is the last day of the sprint, and obviously this card is not going to make it to the end. So Ron,
So
can you
for
pick this up for the next sprint?
yeah, yeah, sure, Brad, that's not a problem. And yeah, I think in the morning call, Alicia was thinking like, we can move to next sprint this one. Yeah, I can
Okay.
pick up this one, this one. And
Yeah, Ram, one more thing. Sorry to interrupt. So once this all access things and everything is done, so then me and Anjali, based on our availability, we will pick up the cars from the next sprint. Is it fine? So this is the plan, what we are thinking.
yeah, sure, Rakesh. I think one question like who are all going to do the setup for local?
Mostly
You
me
and
and Anjali. Yeah.
okay, Anjali has all the Git access, everything.
Ram, I
Maybe
will reach you out.
sorry.
Yeah, she will reach you out, Ram.
Okay, okay, yeah, sure.
You out regarding the question.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I think yeah, that's fine. This one 168, yeah, I can take it for next month. Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to roll into the next sprint. Did we want to move 164 into the next sprint? Because this is the this is something that's available to us right now, or did we want to hold back and look at getting one of these other two in here? I know Micah's hot to get this in. Ali.
Yeah, the 174, Brett. That's the one I think it's on his radar. This card is.
Okay. Okay. So
So
let's.
sorry.
This.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right. So this card is a priority to get the dev design done. Oh, Micah just updated while we were in the thing. Okay, so yeah, this card is going to be a priority to get the dev design done. So Dirish, who's not on? So Anjali, can you push forward to make sure that we get the dev design on this done by the end of the day today, if possible, or at the very least tomorrow morning?
Extra, you can move that card in this sprint.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Move that card into this sprint, Brad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's telling.
So let's get. Okay, so let's get the dev design written on here, and then we can pull it forward into the sprint, just so that we know what we're doing. So dev design's empty on this one. Let's just get the dev design written, and then we can more quickly pull this into the sprint. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. I don't have anything else unless anybody else does. No? Okay. All right. Everybody have a good day. Reach out if you need anything.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.